Friends, I am Karacaoğlan. I'm a folk poet, saz poet and aşık. I lived in the 17th century. I was born in Çukurova, the largest coastal plain of our country in the Mediterranean region, and I grew up among the Turkmen tribes. My real name is Hasan. My mother used to call me Ro when I was a baby. I didn't recognize her because I lost her early, but I always carried her love in my heart. I read my poems under the name of Karacaoğlan and played my instrument to honor her beautiful spirit. My father called Black İlyas. Those who knew him always told me I looked like my father. My mother enters my dreams in white clothes saying, "My Ro, my dark boy, do not ever keep quiet, okay? You never stop. Travel with your instrument. Be the spokesperson of your people. Say your love. Tell your love inside. Tell your longing, but definitely say it." And loved me. The Taurus Mountains were my home. I used to sit in the shade of a tree and breathe the air of Taurus to my heart's content. The Creator was so great, living was so beautiful that I used to string verses one after the other. In the vast meadows, sometimes I could only hear the buzzing of the bees. Sometimes the wind would whisper its most beautiful song in my ear. When I started playing my instrument, the trees swayed from side to side, as if they were accompanying my folk song. Birds were my confidant. Flowers gave hope. The grace of Almighty Allah would fill my soul with every practice of nature and embrace me. I was a true nature love. My source of inspiration was the nature I settled in and the traditions of the nomadic society where I was born and grew up. I brought a brand new way of speaking to aşık literature. Since I lead a nomadic life, I often talk about longing and missing in my works. I use words of geography I live in. I have a clear and simple style. I expressed my feelings and observations in the most realistic way. I wrote Güzelleme and Koşma. The love of God in me was so great that I talked about this love in many of my poems. I praised the beautiful and the brave. I called out the mountains, plains and nature, which were my confidants. It is said that I deeply influenced many poets who came after me. Some of these are poets such as Rıza Tevfik, Cahit Külebi, Ülkü Tamer and Melih Cevdet Anday. I'm a lover of Taurus, but I am also a traveller who has travelled from land to land. I went to Bursa and even to Istanbul, where I lived for a while. I visited Rumelia. I went as far as Egypt and Tripoli, Libya. But I spent most of my life in Çukurova, Kahramanmaraş, Gaziantep regions. I have had a long and a very active life. My life and my poems have been the subject of plays, graphic novels, movies and books. Many academic studies were also carried out on my poems, not only in Turkey, but in Germany, Azerbaijan and Turkmenistan too. My works have been translated into languages such as English, French, German, Russian, Hungarian, Serbian, Croatian and Swedish. I have many poems composed and made into folk songs. You must know most of these poems by heart. My confidant was my saz. My friends were mountains. I greet you all with my name, which is a token from my mother, with love in my heart. Karacaoğlan says, first of all, appreciate your mothers. You are supreme beings who lay heaven on your feet. Have love in your heart. Not only human, love the stone, the earth, the wolf, the bird. See the beauty of the Creator in everything you look at. Carry the love of God in your heart. That love will always warm your heart. Learn to play a musical instrument. If you can't learn, listen to lots of music. Music enriches your soul. Travel a lot. Get new informations from the places you visit. Knowledge is the greatest treasure. One separation, one poverty. Upon long-lasting journey, arrived to that black rock. You made me miss my people and brothers. What is the reason for that black tears in the eye? One separation, one poverty, one death. Caused several sultans lose their thrones, changed healthy face of many into pale, sent many to journeys with no return. One separation, one poverty, one death. Karacaoğlan says that I settled and can't migrate. The syrup of death is bitter. Do not drink. I have 3 sorrows that can't be distinguished. One separation, one poverty, one death. Karacaoğlan.